Dear Miss Genevieve, this movie is on Ego Nwosu TV. It features Dike, we have Dara, as well as Dike, and we also have Churchill in this movie. So yeah, it practically talks about a young man whose wife left him because of his work, but later on also came back after he has tried to move on with his life with this new teacher who was teaching or tutoring his daughter. Practically, that's what you are going to see watching Dear Miss Genevieve on Ego Nwosu TV. Now, let's talk about characters. Let's start with Ego Nwosu. Now, she played a teacher character here. She was the teacher that was tutoring Dara. Now, with her character, or with the character role that she played, she was actually really sweet and very strong in her character. I mean, this is a movie, so she needed to show more action when it comes to what she was trying to say or do. Here, as a teacher, I expected more role as a teacher. She played a good teacher that was teaching this, one of her students. I did not see that aspect of her. I saw a supporting friend rather than a teacher, or yeah, rather than a teacher, because as a teacher, I wanted her to show more skill of her teaching skill, which we didn't see that at all. We just saw her more of showing support to these lost students that we saw. But as a teacher teaching, I did not see that. But talking about her emotional connection with the Sudike, she did an amazing one right there. She tried to show off that she can pull an emotional drama, which was, I mean, quite impressive. That was good. I liked it, especially when she had her episode and she needed to be in the hospital. They kind of, it was a kidnap or something like that. She was in the hospital. She showed more of emotional part of her, which was really good. Costume wise, she dressed like a teacher. That was also impressive. That was good. Yeah, for Esodike, he was this single father trying to get over his ex fiance or ex wife that just left him. He was trying to get over, and I love the way he interpreted, or the script kind of gave him that interpretation of that depressed single fatherhood. The way he was forgetting Dara's most of the time, that was impressive. The way he didn't care, drinking after work, that was really really good. So yeah, I think I like Esodike's character. Costume, not so much, because he was a businessman. Yes, he had the simple, pants and long sleeve. That was basically it. The suits, he didn't even wear a suit most of the time. Casual wear, he didn't even wear, like costume. I had question with his costume here. Basic, yes. Does it look, like he's a rich businessman? No, I don't think so. So with Esudike's costume, question mark. With Egomosu's costume, that was pretty cool or pretty good. I think I like that. Then let's talk about Dara. Dara has improved over the years, or should I say over the months. She has she has become very comfortable on camera now, and she's really really good. I can't wait to see what she has in stock. In 5 years, 10 years from now, she will be really, really great with her acting. She's pretty much, her mouth was sharp. They portray her as a very intelligent student who could handle herself despite the absence of her father. So she was growing up so fast. I think that's the kind of role they kind of gave her, and she nailed it. She practically nailed it. Like I said, sharp mouth in class. That was good. Then talking about the other cast, Churchill. She was the the woman who left the husband, when she came back, she was really impressive. Or should I say, when she was on screen, she was pretty impressive. She showed more. She was more dramatic than everybody in the movie. I think I enjoyed her more because of the dramatic side, showing how wicked she is. She's here for the money, that kind of stuff. And I think I enjoyed her. Her makeup was also on point, and the hair, it was giving. Makeup, hair, it was giving. Costume or wardrobe, I'm not sure, but the other aspects were actually giving. And then this movie, good that they kind of gave us a classroom scene because, you know, Miss, dear Miss Genevieve, that's the title. So it's about a teacher. So I like that they showed, the teacher as Genevieve teaching a class, having conversation with the students, tests and stuff. All that was really impressive because normally, YouTube producer would have skipped the whole part and just go straight to the point by just showing us that the teacher has issues or the teacher is trying to help the students without us seeing the whole classroom thing. So that was impressive. And also the headmistress, where the teacher kind of complained to the headmistress about the attitude of these students' parents. That was, a good aggression right there. So I think I like that as well. And I think we also had a hospital scene. So that means, they did put a little bit more into this production. That's good. But the whole idea of a teacher coming to survive or come to help a parent is not really realistic like that. But I mean, it's fiction, so I kind of give it up to them. Acting was pretty okay, pretty decent for a movie like this, and I think I enjoyed what they did here. Cinematography, I'm not a fan of this bold cinematography that they use here. It was a little bit too yellowish, or should I say brownish, which kind of gave it a certain look, which I'm not a fan of. I mean, some people might like the cinematography. This is just my opinion. Talking about the cinematography, yeah. So it's pretty decent movie. I mean, if you have seen it, I'm sure you say, okay, yeah, it's okay. Not so much. I didn't expect much from Dike in terms of giving us this emotional, but I mean, pretty much it was a decent acting from Dike, and even um you know Nwosu, she did pretty decent as well. So I mean, if you haven't seen Dear Miss Genevieve, if you are, if you like Nwosu, I'm sure you would have watched this movie already. If you are yet to check it out, you can see this movie on Nwosu TV. Rating this movie, I'm going to rate it 4/10. If you haven't seen it yet, do want to watch. I'll see you all in the next video.